Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends on Global Conference TV. I am joined by an author, speaker and entrepreneur, Mr. Keaobaka Oageng. Mr. Keaobaka,
how are you, sir?
Welcome, sir, and you are welcome in our show.
Thanks for receiving me and thank you for this opportunity.
You are welcome. Now, let's just start from the beginning. Ke mang tate Keaobaka Oageng? O tsaletswe kae, o ya kae?
Yeah, no, Keaobaka Oageng, he's a guy who tsaletswe ko Northwest,
okay,
and then came to Joburg around 99. I matriculated Soweto. I grew up in Soweto. Then from there I learned about myself, that I'm able, the Lord has given me a tongue of a linnet, that I'm able to speak a word in season to him who is weary. Through that discovery, I realized that no, I'm not just an ordinary person. I'm a person equipped and called of God to do and to speak to people, to empower. I'm married. I have a wife. I have a son. Currently, I'm doing conferences where I'm teaching, also developing people so that they can actually discover their life purpose, their life assignment. Yes.
And that's what actually inspired you to write a book, Stepping into Destiny.
Stepping into Destiny.
The book where you help people to actually discover their purposes and who they are, why they were born.
Yes.
Can you just briefly take us through your book?
You know, through the book I speak about purpose because it's very important. Why are we doing things? Why are we alive? What is... I didn't just find, I might have discovered myself here on earth, but through that discovery, I need to discover what is the purpose of me being alive. We have cups here. They have water. They are fulfilling their mandate. I cannot get into this cup and bath. I will be, it will misfunction.
Yes.
Because it's not their purpose. Now everyone is born for a particular thing. An eye is created to see. When it was created, it is because of the demand of sight. When it's seeing, it's at work. And now when the ear is listening, hence why? Because it is its mandate. It's just functioning well when it's here someone. Even sometimes weekend why? Because it is its function. Now with that understanding, we understand that all of us are born for a purpose. This is what God says to Jeremiah. Before I formed you, I knew you. Before you were conceived in your mother's womb, I have the plans. Now, meaning all of us, we are assignments here on earth to fulfill certain function. Some people are in entertainment to give, to revitalize us. Some people are in education to inform us. Some people are lawyers to solve human problem, like Moses. People used to come to him with cases and he used to solve those cases. They were judges. This thing doesn't start here. And now there are people in soccer. There are people in different spheres of life because they are equipped. They are wired to fulfill those functions with callings and gifts in all of us.
Mr. Keaobaka, this is very informative, but I want to know, why is it a challenge that many of us are struggling to find our purpose? I mean, for example, you yourself, you did not just discover yourself. I mean, you were doing an IT, and you left it because you discovered that it's not your purpose.
Yes.
So why is it that we struggle to find our purpose? What is the cause of struggling to find the purpose?
The reason being is because we don't spend time with ourselves. We spend time with everything else but not ourselves. We spend time watching TV. We spend time listening to music. But how many time in a day do we spend listening to our hearts, listening to our own thoughts, investigating ourselves? Because we are afraid of ourselves. We are afraid what our hearts will tell. Sometimes when you are at work, your heart will tell you, you don't belong here, but you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that because you're thinking, what am I going to do? That brings confusion. But remember, for you to discover yourself, you have to go through a journey. It's not one day journey. It's a journey that you need to take. I encountered a man by the early Dr. Miles Monroe. He went before us. He's with the Lord now. When he was teaching about purpose. Now through that, I was able to discover myself. I listened to, now remember, I even bought books. I took, it was almost like I was at school to discover myself. It's easy to discover many things. Hence on the book I say, galaxies have been discovered, stars have been named, planets have been discovered, but the difficult thing is to discover yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, but I like your book because you also give the readers the information of how can they discover themselves. You actually mentioned some indicators that can help one to discover himself. Can you briefly share those indicators that can help us to actually discover ourselves?
Certainly, sir. There are, on this book I speak about 4 indicators. The first one is love, because love is a propeller, love is a force that moves us. You cannot move from point A to point B if you haven't discovered what you love on point B. Now, meaning you immediately get stuck on point A. According to the word of God, it says, the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost. He also says, no eye have seen, no ear have heard, neither conceive in the hearts of men the things that the Lord have prepared for those that love him. But those things are revealed to us by his Spirit. But firstly, it is love that you see in there. And now, meaning, what is that you love? What is that when you see people doing, you say, yes, this is me? What that prompts your heart when you see it happening? For me, when I sit down and I listen to people engaging in conversation, that thing, when I see people speaking, engaging in conversation on TV, now my love is provoked.
Just like what you are doing now.
Yes, I'm actually right now, I'm alive. I'm at home. Yes. Now, also another indicator of your life assignment from love is what is that you hate, your pain. Some people were raped, and actually through that experience, something rise on them to become solution to those who are experiencing all this pain. Remember, Oprah was abused when she was young. Now through that, she is a medicine to those who are abused. You look at the people like Joyce Meyer. Those are the people who, Mama Winnie Mandela, those are the people who, through oppression, they rose something in them. Now, it is that oppression that caused that gift to ignite. Yes, because diamonds are born in fire. Yes. Now, from hate, you also go, what is that experience that you have? Life always gives us experience. No matter where we are in life, it doesn't matter where you are. If you are in a bad situation, my experience, I gained my experience from call center. I went to call center, I was unable to communicate. My English was broken. Now through phones, every day I was forced to speak in English. Every day I was forced to call people. It was difficult because I did math and science at school. And now if you did those, there's no communication. Now, first time when I went to interview, it was just a mess. Like, I could not articulate, I could not communicate. It almost like when I entered the interview, English went out. Now, that experience that I gained through the call center gave me, built me, was able to teach me to communicate with people. Now, I hated that place, but it was building me. God knew that this is the only place that was able to help you.
Exactly.
Yes. Now, speaking with that experience, love, we speak about the things that you hate. and also there are so many things that can actually help you.
And you also spoke about passion.
Which is highly overrated. It's highly spoken of. Passion is that thing. It's that fire. Yes. One thing, there are different people. Even when in soccer, there are players and there are just those players. And you ask yourself, what distinguishes them? Is the passion. Because you can hate something and you try to solve, but unless passion steps in, you will just be one of the complainers. But when passion steps in, you no longer complain, you participate.
You become a problem solver.
Yes, because passion is a force that moves you. Yes.
No, thanks, Mr. Keaobaka, about such information. I really believe that my viewers are actually getting some insight when it comes to that. But I want to know more about you. I understand that you're also co-founder of Bohlale Literature Academy.
Yes.
We once hosted another founder, which is Keaobaka who actually explained more about that. But briefly, can you just remind our viewers about Bohlale Literature Academy, what you guys do, before we actually speak about, because I want us to speak about the awards. I know that you guys will be having awards very soon. Can you just start by explaining briefly about what you guys do at Bohlale Literature Academy?
Yes, what we do at Bohlale Literature Academy is that we realized a gap in the market, not only a gap, but a problem that self-published authors encounter. In terms of distribution, doors are closed. In terms of actually everything seems so difficult for self-publishers. Now we realize that for us to come, we need to come and inspire author, connect them, and also empower them through, and also not only that, but also seeking to solve problems that they encounter. By also networking with different people that have those solutions. What we do is that we host seminars. We bring experts that can actually come and teach on certain things that we need. Let's say one need to know how to go about in seeking interviews in different platforms. We go and outsource those people who are on TV, on radio, so that we can know how to, then we can solve that problem that so many people are sending books, but they don't get a response in terms of interview. Now you end up scattering books everywhere, and nothing comes back to you. You end up going to places like Exclusive Book, and they tell you, no, we only cater for celebrities. Now, meaning you have to be a celebrity before you get your books there. And now we wanted to solve those. And now, remember, a book, this is, you have packaged, but this is a seed, it's not actually a fruit. It's a seed of many things here. In here, they can come a coaching business, they can come a speaking business, they can come so many things. Now, yes, movies and everything. Now we try to solve that you can make an audio book, we can make a video book, we can, now with Bohlale Literature Academy, we come up with all these things that can come out of the book. And now we empower authors not only to look in print media, but also other source of media that can actually translate their message.
Wow. I believe that's power. That is power. And you guys will be having an awards very soon.
Yes.
I think it's on the 2nd of November.
On the 2nd of November, Friday.
When we talk about the awards, in our minds, we think of summer awards, we think of SAFTA awards. So what actually inspired you guys to have the authors awards? Something that is actually unique, that we have never heard before. Actually, we are not ready for it. Yes, I will say. Yes.
Because it is good to be honored for what you are doing. It's good to be celebrated. You might not be celebrated by many, but it is good to say, well done. I love what God was doing in the book of Genesis. Every time after he did something, he says, it is good. He didn't have audience, but he was celebrating himself. Hey, brother, you did it. Now, we are there to celebrate great work. among authors, because most of the time they say self-published authors' work is underrated. It almost like something that is belittled. But there is great work that is done among. And now, not only that, we are not only celebrating a book, we are celebrating the work behind you, what you are doing to your society, the development that you are doing. Currently, I'm sitting with you, you are interviewing me. You took your time to locate us. You understand that kind of work need to be recognized. There are people who are doing certain things out there, empowering people, giving people bursary, giving people opportunities out there, and as self-published authors. But no one knows about them because they are not on a certain platform. Now we are there to celebrate such people. Hence we came. But in that we packaged this ceremony in twofold, where the first fold is a conference whereby we are outsourcing people outside there who carry certain opportunities, who carry certain open doors, by saying to them, come and empower authors, come with the opportunity that we have. Because on that day, some people will be winning a book deal, some people will be winning their books to be translated in different language. Some people will be winning the opportunities for their book to be turned into a movie or a play or something. And they'll also be equipping us in how then we can do that. What kind of book can be turned? Because remember, an award is something that you take, but information is something that takes you to a next dimension. You can place an award in your room, but it cannot take you to the next level. You can represent it, you can show it off, but information will show you out. Remember, you tapped in this platform by the kind of information that you have, the kind of knowledge that we have that opens door for you. And now we are saying to authors, some of the doors are shut before us because of the information that we lack. Now, you don't have to run around and look for that information. Bokhale Literature Academy will do the job for you. We'll run around looking for relevant people, bring relevant people to come and give you that information. And not only information, but also the opportunities where you can actually exercise the knowledge that you have received.
As they usually say, knowledge is power.
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Keaobaka, you are saying during that day there will be a conference and also the award. So there will be two sessions.
Yes, there will be a conference in the morning, and we will have a place of networking, then where we can actually network with people that have taught us, where we can actually share contacts, where we can share ideas, where we can know where to find them. And then we have lunch. After lunch, now there is another session where we will be engaging on the awards. And now with that also on the awards, there will be wealth of information that is shared.
Okay. So I want to understand because you guys will be selling tickets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if someone buys a ticket, does he qualify to attend both conference and the awards?
Because certainly.
Oh, so it's one ticket.
It's one ticket.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's just one ticket that is full of value. Okay. And also remember, people don't buy tickets. Even though they buy tickets, but people are investing, because the money that they use to buy this ticket is the money that will be used to actually build a platform for us to come and be taught. This is the platform for all of us.
Okay.
Yes, because there are doors that are shut. But Keaobaka Literature Academy is working in solving those problems, to have bookstores for us, so that we can solve a distribution problem.
Okay, so Mr. Keaobaka, the other thing that maybe our viewers will want to know is, you have actually, I think, touched on it, that you guys award people who are doing something in their communities, who are developing lives of people. So are you saying there will be no votes for the nominees, or what will happen? Can you please just communicate clear on that?
The only part that will happen is there are people who are already been selected, who are doing certain things in as honoring them.
Okay.
And now there will also be another part, another section where people can also submit. Now with those who are submitting is those who will be honored and also winning these things that is happening. And now that will not come from us, it will come from those people who came to participate. Like as I said to you, we have been engaging with people like MultiChoice. We have colleges which are teaching on television and everything. We have people from radio, we have people from we have also people from traditional publishers which are coming. And now someone, because we don't only say point to ourselves as self-publisher, but there are people who say, I want to break into this, there will be also opportunities on that side. Now those who are winning from the second people who will be selected by these guys, then will also be honored.
Okay, so I want to understand on the awards part.
Yeah.
During the award ceremony, not the conference, there will be no voting during the award ceremony.
No, there will not be voting.
Oh, they won't be voting.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. So that's what actually I wanted to know. So okay, but actually I wanted to ask, how did you guys manage to get the nominees? But actually you have touched on it, that you looked at the people who are doing something good in their communities and who are developing some things, then you were able to locate them and award them.
Yes, and now remember, these people are people who have actually shown interest in the awards. And we have also looked in. We have been sending information there. We have actually we have 2 conferences that is well attended, but we have been urging people to submit. It's not only people who are coming to the awards who have been selected. It's people who actually shown interest. It's people who participated and contributed for their work to be recognized. It's not like we went out there looking for people, say, are you doing something? No, it is people who have been coming and shown interest in what we are doing.
Okay, so are you guys planning to have this annually? Is it going to be annually?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that we are planning actually to take it to every year. Need to grow so that because it publishes our work.
So is it going to also, every year is it going to only be an honor? Or are you going to open for the votes maybe in future where people
Yes, next year, because what we wanted to do is to equip people. And next year we are opening for the votes.
Okay.
So that people can actually, which was the initial intention since from January.
Okay.
But remember, we called out for people to submit. They did submit, but when we went back to them, they were not engaging with us, and we checked for them. They were not engaging, and now we decided to go through to do this route that we went through. Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Keaobaka, okay. I want to know, apart from what you have mentioned, that those authors that will receive the awards, one of the things that will benefit is that their work will be celebrated. It's good, and I agree with you that when you do something, you have been recognized. But what is it, the other things that those authors will benefit from the awards? Is it the only thing that your work will be celebrated, or is there more?
Yes, as I said to you, they will win, like some of them, they will win their book to be converted into an audio book, a video book, and also...
No, I'm talking about the award ceremony. Those who will receive during the award ceremony, not the conference. The award ceremony, yes. Those who are chosen, those who are selected.
Yes.
I'm asking, is it the only thing that they will receive, like being celebrated?
Now remember, people who are coming to empower us are also the people who will be giving will be giving those things.
Okay.
Yes, they are also coming as sponsor to the authors, not to Buhlali.
Okay.
Yeah, meaning if someone says this is my book and now they feel this is a book that deserves to be honored, the author deserves an honor, then say someone will say, now I will translate this book.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is someone will say, in my college I'm teaching this. If you are interested in knowing about maybe let's say television, you want to know how to deal with this book and combat all these things, someone will say, now I will empower you through this process. Yes, now those are the authors that will be equipped.
Okay. And then do we expect any people maybe from the government, as you have said that you associate with some people like a multi-choice, can you expect people from the profile people, if I can put it like that, maybe some celebrities or some who supporting this?
Currently, in terms of the the government, we have been engaging with a few sectors. I think the two sectors that currently shown that I cannot mention, due to they have shown interest. We are only waiting for them to respond and say, now we are with you. Okay. But we know that we have engaged some of them, whoever is coming on board, because you know how is it on the side of our government, but we don't lean so much on them. Because I believe that it is upon us. We are the government.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. We are the government.
As John F. Kennedy once said, do not ask what will your government do to you, but ask yourself what can I do to the government. No, that is the
change that we want to
exactly see. No, that is the good spirit. That is a good spirit, even though I believe that it will be good, because you guys are doing a very good thing, because when it comes to books, it is only books that will develop our nations. So it will be very good if some sectors from the government, actually, especially Department of Education, can take part. The Department of Arts and Culture can take part in this, because this is not just something for entertainment. It's something that actually will change lives. It's something that our nation is based on. It's part of education. Books are education. Books are knowledge.
If you look at stats, it will show. It will actually shock you about what is the most activity done in our country. You find the highest activity is shopping. Yes. You will find what is the highest thing that is being bought in the market. Bookstores are living malls. When liquor stores are entering, occupying the space. Now, but if you see what is highly empowered by our people and our government, it's not literature, it's not knowledge. They speak about it, they interview each other on it, but they don't empower it. Because it is possible for you to speak about something that you don't support. We speak about certain politicians. You remember about EFF? It filled the stadium in Soweto, and it almost like it's going to win. Now it's possible for people to gather around you, but not support at the end of the day. Why? Because people buy into what benefit them for a moment, not what will benefit. Information is something that will benefit. I was amazed in what I have seen, because we need to shift our mind towards gathering information about reading, about equipping in this nation. Because I was looking at something, they were saying Ford have spent over 9 billion on research, and South Africa as a country has spent over 2 billion on research. Ford as as a company spend over 9 billion, and South Africa as a country spend 2 billion on research.
That's something else.
And you find the people like Google spend over 15 billion, but country spending 2 billion. Now you can understand why we are at the place we are as a country. Because we don't value knowledge.
No, I think it's a high time, Mr. Keaobaka, where we really stand out there. And as you have said, that it's upon us, it's upon our shoulders.
Yes.
Because I was also looking at the survey that about reading, and it has been discovered that 6 out of 10 households, they live without a book in their house. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is not something that we must condone. It's something that actually we must come against it and say no. As you have said, that we usually speak about it. People speak about it on TV. Education is power. Education is key. You understand? But when it comes to practical part,
Yes.
they don't do what they say.
Hence, there's something that Napoleon Hill says. He says, knowledge is not power. It is potential power. It only becomes power when it's applied.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. I was looking at when I was writing this book, I was looking at what causes the students to maybe to go through a year just majoring, but without register, but quit the school, or some of them go through 2 years, but now what was the cause? I realized one major thing that also caused it, apart from finances, maybe it's number 3, is choosing the wrong course. To know their purpose. They end up choosing for money. And when they are frustrated in school because they don't like this thing and they have to pass this thing, they end up quitting. Why? Because they chose the wrong course. Now, hence, information is very vital for us.
No, Mr. Keaobaka, let's push, sir. Let's push. And I really support what you guys are doing. You are doing a very good job. And I just pray that, God helps you guys to achieve what you are doing. So we are ready for the awards. We will support for the awards.
Yes.
And just continue with the good job.
Yes.
And is there any maybe information that you want to leave with us about the awards before maybe we let you go?
Yes. People can go to Facebook on Botlhale Literature Academy, and they also can go to Keaobaka Ndlozi's Facebook page. It will also show there. Another thing, if they go to Botlhale Literature Academy, www.botlaleliteratureacademy.co.za, they will able to check what is happening in terms of the awards, so that they can be informed. And also, I believe that also your Facebook is also one of the platform.
Yes.
And also following this channel,
Yes.
it will also enlighten them. And that is the information that is currently available. They can also check my Facebook page, Keaobaka Oageng. I'm going to load certain things that they can actually know about the Botlhale Literature Academy.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Keaobaka, thank you very much, sir, for coming, for such a wonderful knowledge, information, helping us to discover ourselves, knowing our purpose. I believe really that you guys are doing a very good job. Hence, I said, please continue doing that good job, and we are behind you. We are with you in your cause.
We are very thankful, so we appreciate the support that you have shown us, and we thank you for this opportunity to voice out what we are doing. We appreciate, and me being here is a privilege and it's an honor. I've been honored to come and actually tap this major platform.
No, thank
and
you, sir.
I know this platform is reaching millions, and it will continue growing in what you are doing. Your impact is felt, we are heartfelt. I'm always at awe with what God is doing in your life and the impact that you are bringing to our society. And I know it will break global.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I received that, Pastor. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legend. I was hosting Keaobaka Oageng, a pastor, mentor, speaker, and coach, author. And I believe that you are inspired, you are motivated, and encouraged. Let's meet next week, same time, same place. My name is Unkarabile Mukoto, and I'm saying to you, the journey continues.